All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a guide for people looking to improve their times. Now, note, I've only used automatic transmission in Virtua Racing. I did try the manual transmission. It's just a little bit too much of a mental stack for me. I'm not accustomed to driving a manual transmission anyway with a real car, so I stick with the automatic, and it's fun. So when you're starting off the race, I don't know that it matters what the RPMs are. I've looked at other people playing, and some of them just try to time it just right. I usually do the same thing I used to do in Sega Rally, where I rev it and then let it go down and then try to hit the button just as we're getting started. So in any case, the key here early on is to get into position to be drafting. So you come out of these gates. Well, there's no gates, I guess. You come out of the pit lane, you get right in behind the green, and you'll see that my speed goes over 328. The normal top speed for this car is 328, but when you're drafting, you can exceed that. It also improves your acceleration if you're drafting. So you can do every which way. It doesn't matter. Generally, I find that these blue cars move out of the way, but yeah, okay. So try to cut as much as you can on that, and you see there's a car that came right around. You get in behind for a little drafting. It looks like on that lap, I kind of forgot that the blue car would get out of my way, but I also started off really close to it. Here, rather than trying to race a clean line so much, I generally do try to take the draft whenever possible. So it's kind of like you got to kind of weigh the balance here, the pros and cons of doing the shortest possible route and getting the draft for the speed bonus. So I like to take the shortcut on the first 2 laps, but that's only if my time is consistent, because it seems like the course, in this case, like those gates, and the other racers are kind of running on their set schedule. And wherever you fall in that set schedule is going to determine your experience and what your options are. So in my experience, with my time, I can do the shortcut on laps 1 and 2, and I have never had any luck doing it otherwise. So on my other laps, you'll see what I do is I switch over to the tap on the acceleration technique, and it does funny things with the camera, so you'll have to get used to that. But that little thing of sort of coasting a little bit and then tapping the accelerator lets you get some control without losing too much speed. So let's see, we're going into this is the 4th lap. I've had pretty consistent times with this, so that means, you know, I'm running a consistent race. See, I try to keep it above 300 in these turns. This is a little bit harder to keep at 300, but you can do the best you can. And yeah, I think that pretty much, I think that covers all of the important tips for getting this done. So yeah, you want to be drafting. You have to weigh the pros and cons of racing a good, clean, short line versus taking the speed bonus of the drafting. On this first track, you got to know your timing and where the gates are going to be for the shortcut. I'm not able to do it on any lap past the second. And then use your accelerator in a tap fashion, sometimes to lose the least amount of speed on turns. I think that should about cover it. Good luck. Records are made to be broken. Go break mine.